All right, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Hold on tight for one crazy, incredible ride tonight on the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show hashtag on YouTube. Tonight we have with us race car driver and racing sensation Dylan Pence. Welcome to the show, Dylan.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, how did your racing career begin?
Uh, all started when my sister got into it, and then, well, dad got into it when he was younger, and then when they were having sisters, when he got out, and then sister got into it, and then after a while, she wanted to play softball, so she played softball, and then I got into it then, and ever since that, I've been committed.
Okay, so how long before the success started coming in for you?
All the wins and stuff you're
Yeah.
saying? Um, Took me a little bit, but it didn't take me long after that to figure it out then.
Okay, so how much success have you had as a race car driver?
A good amount. Coordinators, uh we got a national championship down at ABE in Illinois. From tech from somebody getting DQ'd for their timing being out of whack on their motor. We have look at my posters here. Uh, uh, we got Rodeo 30 uh checks that we should have had like three of them, but I got taken out for the lead in two of them. So we
Okay,
finished second there, and then other places we would run up front with everybody and compete.
okay. So, what is the story behind your racing number now?
I don't know. I just always liked four, um, because Tracy Hines, that we're buddies with, that Trevor Colblars and them were buddies with, um, used to come to their house and stuff with the race car and stuff before the Chili Bowl. And I used to go over there and visit Tracy and them before. And then one of his numbers was four, and then the midget was four, and then the wingless sprint car was four. So after that, I just picked four from
Okay,
from Tracy Hines' car and stuck with it.
o- okay. So, what's a successful weekend look like for you at the racetrack?
Some days there's good and some days there's not. I know last weekend before we got rained out, we we got there, we pulled a 38, and then heat race that lined us up eighth in the second heat, and then um, we had to go forward obviously to make it in. It was six qualified and four redrawed, so got up to fourth right away and stayed in fourth to make a redraw, and then we go up for redraw, and everybody else pulls, and then I'm the second to last one to pull, and then they left me or one or six for me and this other guy. So then I pulled out of one. So the makeup feature will start on the pole for that. So that will be
Yeah.
the 31st next weekend.
Okay. So, what's an
So
awesome day at the racetrack?
hopefully we can win that. So
So, what's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you?
busy, because I do the car all by myself. Um, dad does very little. He just double checks some of my work and stuff to make sure it's well, where it needs to be and stuff like that, and make sure I'm not missing anything. Other than that, it's just busy all by myself.
Okay. So who's all on your racing crew?
Um, Mom, dad, sister, her boyfriend, um, John Wilman that got us the Penske shock ordeal. John Cornell, which comes with us every weekend. Um, and it's pretty much all of them. But
Okay.
on a normal weekend, it's me, dad, and John.
Okay. So who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
I got RTS chassis. I got Penske Racing shocks. Um, Birds Pro Napa, Flash Flood HVAC, PJ Auctions, West Fabrications, uh, John Wilman Motorsports, um, DMM Performance, and that's it.
Are you still looking for sponsors for your racing team?
We're always looking for somebody.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for somebody to sponsor in the racing world, hit up Dylan Pence. So, okay. So, what is your home racetrack you race on?
The track I race on now,
Yeah.
it's Lanco Clyde Martin Memorial, in Newmanstown.
Okay. What's your favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
Uh, Lincoln
Okay. Okay.
with the
What
Mason
makes
Dixon series.
what makes Lincoln your favorite racetrack?
Just wide open and going around there fast, full board.
Okay.
Feels like you're at
So,
the Grove and stuff.
okay. So, who's your racing hero?
Um, the the Shark Boys, Logan and Jacob. Even though
Okay.
Jacob's no longer doing it now,
Okay.
so I I go with Logan and stuff.
Okay. So, okay. Do you have a racing nickname?
Yeah, with it's with the RC cars, but it carries over to the big cars though too. Um, so the whole ordeal how I got this is because Lusaconi was racing RC cars the one night with us, and he asked for zip ties, and we gave him zip ties so he could tie up his arm on his car, so it would shorten the shock and shorten the limiters inside. So Dad watched that him doing that, and that got Dad the idea to do it to mine too because we had to fine tune mine. Um, and then somebody called us out because they thought it was cheating because it they thought it was in the rules, but they went to go look at the rules. It wasn't in the rules. So then I got called down to the announcers table and stuff, and they were like, "Your new name zip tie." I said, "Okay, fine."
Okay.
So,
So, where do you see yourself at with your racing career in the future?
um, with the micros for a while, till until we have more success with them and stuff. I won't get out of them for a very long time yet. So,
Okay.
um, maybe a modified or a sprint car. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So, when you're strapped in your race car ready to go out on the racetrack, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do this?
Uh, just my blood flow and it's everything I wanted to do my whole life and stuff. Every time I say I'm done with the car and want to quit, I don't because I keep coming back to do it. So, um, Motivation, it's just when John talks to me before we go out on track, that gets me motivated too to do well and stuff like that, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Um, my uncle, Cody West, James Freeze, um, Nate Freed, um, Seth Gregory, pretty much all all the kids I used to race with and stuff.
Okay, okay. Okay. So do you have any advice out there for
Chris,
the kids coming up? Do you have any advice out there for the kids coming up in the racing world?
it's a yeah, it's a long learning curve, and it'll take you a good bit to get used to it, and um, it's fun once you get used to it, and but don't expect things that happen overnight, like you're gonna win your first race right out, because that's not gonna happen. It'll take you
Okay.
a good little bit to win before anything.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
Um, Go to Grandview and help a guy that used to help on the modified, and fishing. Um, Go to the RC track by myself, race my RC cars in the wintertime and stuff, and in the summer seasons too, when I don't want to go race the big car. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. So is there any big racing events you're looking forward to competing in this year?
We got one tomorrow, but I don't know if I plan on racing that one because it's 3 grand to win, and I know everybody's gonna drive like ramrods, and a lot of stuff's gonna get tore up, and I don't feel like having
Yeah.
another expensive bill like we had the very first week. Um,
Okay.
so it's an honor race for the guy I used to race with, Pete Skias, for the Skias family and stuff. Um, so I wanted to race that, but I'm debating if I want to. So we're watching Linda's tonight to to see how everybody drives,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna make my call. If they're all driving like idiots, I'm not going. Then I'll go up to Middleford in Delaware and go there and run.
Okay. So, okay. So do
And
you have any crazy
skyscraper.
races? Okay. You have any crazy racing stories you like to share with us?
Any what you said?
Crazy racing stories you'd like to share with us?
Uh, not that I know of off the top of my head. No.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So, okay. Do you have a racing page that racing fans can follow you on?
Yeah. It's on Facebook. It's uh let me. I don't even remember it off the top of my head. Um, I think it's my name and my last name and motorsports behind it. I think.
Okay, so go hit up
If
Pence
it's not
Motorsports on
that,
Facebook.
if it's not that, it's Pence Motorsports then too. Uh, it's something like that.
Okay. Alrighty. So, I'm at this portion of the show right now. I turn the mic over to my guests. If they have a couple questions for me, they can ask me a couple questions.
All right.
Okay, your turn.
My turn.
Yeah.
Uh, what got you into this? Like the
Been a racing
racing
fan for
show?
30 some years.
All right.
Been a racing fan for 30 some years.
All right. How often do you go to Knoxville?
I've been there, was there in 98, 99. It was the last 2 years I was there. So, yeah,
Mm, I
pretty
don't know.
spendy trip.
Huh?
Pretty spendy trip.
Yeah. I don't know of any other ones I want to ask you.
Okay. Is there anybody else you'd like to thank you for helping you guys forward your racing career?
Um, yeah, John Wilman with the modified, helped me a long time. Uh, my uncle Dave, um, my dad, obviously, my mom, my
Okay.
sister, everyone else that helps, the other John, um,
Okay.
and everybody else that gives me pointers and tips and
Okay.
helpful things.
Okay. So I'd like to thank you for being on our racing show tonight, giving us, talking to us about your racing career. I'll have you step out and I will call you in just a little bit to thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was our guest, Dylan Pence, on our racing show tonight from Pennsylvania. Um, but but racing news wise, three top people in the Penske organization got fired this week because of a cheating scandal in the IndyCar series. Tim Cindric, Ron Kozlowski, and Kyle Moyer. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I have no other racing news for you. But if you'd like to be on a racing show or sponsor a racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-7138, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. I'd like to thank everybody for helping us